Thank you so much for joining us today at Everyday Yoga. My name is Christine. My pronouns are she and her, and tonight's restorative practice will open the shoulders. We will open the hips. We will do some breathing practices, and we will do everything that we can to invite our parasympathetic nervous systems to come on board and help to bring us to that restore, rest, and heal part of our nervous system. So find yourself a comfortable seat, gather any props around you, blocks, pillows, blankets, or towels that might be supportive to your practice. And you could even start the beginning here in a chair. But just go ahead and close your eyes or take a soft gaze. And just begin to notice your breath, maybe even welcome your breath. This might be the first conscious breath you've had all day. Maybe it's just been a while. Just say hello and welcome to your breath. Notice where you notice it, at the nose, the chest, the belly. Welcome it to come inside and fill your lungs. Expand your body. And then just as softly invite the breath to leave. Just let it go on its own. No forcing or rushing. Just welcoming and inviting and releasing. You might begin to notice your breath is already deepening a little bit. It's already slowing down a little bit. And just acknowledge what is on your mind today, right now, as you come to your practice, or maybe what is on your heart. Doesn't necessarily have to be a difficult thing. Maybe it's a wonderful thing or an enjoyable thing, just whatever it is that's foremost in your attention today. And just acknowledge it and welcome it here as well. And either invite it to put itself aside for now, let it go. Or maybe invite your intention about this thing on your mind or heart to be part of your practice. And I always like to think of the Shanti mantra, one of the first that were taught in yoga teacher training. And it goes, Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. And it loosely translates in English to, may all beings everywhere be happy and free. And may my thoughts, words, deeds, and actions contribute to that in some way. And really just be mindful of the fact that the mantra invokes all beings, and that includes you. So whatever it is in your life, just let that invitation that all beings, including you, be happy and free, and that the things that we think about, the things that we say, the things that we do contribute to that in some way. So let that land in your body and notice how that feels around whatever it is you're bringing to the mat with you today. Or maybe nothing specific, just as a gentle intention for yourself and for those around you. Let's bring our hands to our hearts, palms meeting one another. And invite your chin to come down towards your heart. Let your shoulders soften and your elbows come down towards the earth. And find a little length here in the back of your neck. And acknowledge your intention and your own internal wisdom as you come on the mat today. And then let's go ahead and release our palms and bring them to the knees. Remember to switch the cross of your legs whenever your hips tell you to do so. Also, I'm sitting on the floor on a cushion right now. You can continue in a chair if you're in a chair, or you can remove a blanket or cushion or add a little bit more, whatever will make you more comfortable. We'll bring those palms to the thighs or to the knees. And let's just inhale and tilt the head up towards the sky. Lift the chin a little bit, maybe draw the shoulders back just a tiny little bit. Just say hello to these areas of our body that probably have not been held like this today. We'll just breathe here, just a little opening. And then on an exhale, tilt the chin to the chest. Let the shoulders round forward and draw the shoulder blades apart from one another. Just a little bit, just really subtle here. Breathing. And then next time you inhale, lift the heart once again, draw the shoulder blades back any amount, very gently, letting your own inner wisdom guide you. And then as you exhale, chin to chest, upper back rounds forward, open up between the shoulder blades. Inhale again, lift the heart, lift the gaze any amount, maybe a little bit more this time. Exhale, round forward. Might even draw the belly button towards the spine and press back to the middle of the back. And just keep moving like this, inhaling as you lift and open, exhaling as you round forward, chin to chest. And let your body be your guide. Maybe you want to open a little bit more. Maybe you want to pull back a little bit more. Maybe you want to begin to lift your hands from your knees and open your arms as you open your heart. You might draw the palms towards one another as you round the belly button towards the spine, reaching forward. Moving at your own pace with your own breath, and as subtly or as generously as feels good in your body today. One more time, we'll exhale. And then as you inhale, open the arms as much as you like. Look up towards the sky. Bring the palms together overhead. And exhale, hands to heart. Nice, tall, strong spine here. If you haven't switched across your legs already and you're in a cross-legged position, bring those fingers behind your hips and switch the cross of your legs as you lean back. And then we'll come back to our nice tall seat once again. And let's just make some little circles with the body. So we'll inhale the heart forward any amount. Again, can be as subtle or as big as you like. Inhale forward, and as you exhale, just kind of shift the ribs, the shoulders over towards the right. And then exhale towards the back of the mat. Inhale up through the left side and forward once again. And we'll just make those circles. Moving with the breath again, as fast as you like or as slow as you like. Next time you inhale forward, we'll go ahead and switch the directions of the circles. So now we'll be exhaling through the left side and inhaling up through the right side. And get your body as involved as you like. Again, if you've had some surgery recently, or an injury recently, or a bruise on a part of your body that makes it difficult for you to rock back, or whatever might be going on in your body, honor that and be kind and gentle. Sometimes we have this mindset that we just got to work through the pain. And I am not into that. I am into just be gentle with yourself and be kind. And we'll inhale back to a nice tall spine. And then we'll bring the soles of the feet together. So if you're sitting in a chair at this point, it's time to come on down to the earth. You could even do this on your bed if you like. Again, I'm still sitting up on a cushion here. Just bring the soles of the feet together. And if you have blocks or a box or a water bottle maybe that you could stand up on its end, something that can act like a block for you, have them nearby. And you can have your heels as close to the groin as feels good to you, or you can take the heels out a little farther, giving a little bit more space for the hips to relax. If you've got those blocks or maybe a folded up blanket or towel or something, you can put them right under the knees and see how that feels. It can be with blocks, they're, adjustable, so you can have them on a high, medium, or low setting. And just see how that feels in your hips, in your knees. Maybe it doesn't feel great. Maybe it feels really supportive, but just check it out and see how that feels for you. We'll find that tall spine here, holding onto your ankles or your shins, or maybe around your toes. Let's draw the elbows down, draw the shoulders down, draw the chin in towards the chest. Find that nice, tall Tadasana back here. And notice the breath once again. Inhale here, and the next time you exhale, we'll just hinge forward at the hips any amount. It might be very subtle once again, just until you feel sensation in the low back. Not painful sensation, but stretching sensation or relieving sensation. And keep that back nice and straight here if you have any low back issues especially. But if you don't have any issues and you'd like to, you can let your back begin to round forward and bring your chin towards your chest. If you have blocks, you can set them up in pretty much any configuration to support your forehead out in front of you. Everybody's going to be different here depending on your height. I've got one on medium and one on high. I'm just placing the blocks right underneath my forehead, letting my palms turn up to shine towards the sky. Take a nice big inhale and notice what expands in your body, that low back maybe, or the hips. And as you exhale, allow your body to just trust your blocks or your support that's underneath you if you're using them. And begin to soften and begin to slow down the breath. And begin to notice those inhales and exhales once again. And as you inhale here, just count to yourself how many beats it takes to inhale. Might be 2, 3, 7, whatever, doesn't matter. Just
Count how many it is for you. And as you exhale, invite yourself to match the length of the inhale. So if you're inhaling for a count of 4, exhale for a count of 4. Inhaling and exhaling your nice, balanced breath. Invite the breath down deep into the low back and the low belly. Notice where you're exerting effort, where your muscles are engaged, and see if you can soften those a little bit more. You might at this point adjust your blocks a little bit. Maybe you felt a little release, so maybe you want to come down a little bit lower. Or maybe you want to build them a little higher or come back to a flat back. Just be willing to allow yourself to have exactly what you need. And let's find 3 more full breaths right here. Those nice balanced breaths, breathing your breath. Continue to soften. And then as you inhale, go ahead and turn your palms down to the mat. Draw yourself up to a flat back. And then as you continue to breathe, just walk yourself back up to a nice tall spine. Set your blocks aside, but keep them close. And we'll just use the hands to bring the knees up towards one another. Walk those feet out, bring your hands behind you to support you, and just windshield wiper your knees in one direction and then the other. Just back and forth, getting a little movement in the ankles and the hips and the knees. You might want to keep them over to the right for a moment as you breathe and inhale here. And then stay for the exhale, and then go to the other side and take a full breath there. And then we'll come back to center. And this time we'll do a half butterfly. So we'll bring the left foot in towards the right thigh, and we'll take the right leg out towards the right. So if we were doing a wide-legged forward fold, both legs would be open. If we were doing a butterfly, the soles would be together. So we're basically doing a combo of that. So we've got the butterfly on the left side, the wide leg on the right side. Flex that right foot and point those toes up towards the sky to keep the knee rotated up towards the sky. We don't want the leg to roll in. We don't want it to roll out. Just keep it pointing nice and high. And again, sitting on a block or a blanket or a cushion right here can be really helpful to keep the hips forward and not tilting back onto the tailbone. Find that nice tall spine here once again. You can use your fingertips to support you if you like. Let's inhale and raise your arms up alongside your ears. And as you exhale, hinge forward any amount. One more inhale here, drawing a little bit more length in your spine. And as you exhale, let's bring the palms right down to the mat. These inhales and exhales are your balanced breaths that you created earlier. So again, if that's an inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1, then exhale for 4, 3, 2,
1. Invite the breath deep into the belly. Notice the low back expand, the hips expand. And again, you might keep a nice straight back here to support the low back, or you might take a block or two and support your forehead in any configuration that's not going to fall out from under you. So I'm going to start with 2 on medium right here. And again, bring my palms forward and up. Just let those shoulders round forward for a moment. And again, you might be higher or you might have a flat back, be sitting up more straight. But breathe your balanced breath. Let things begin to smooth out. Using your whole yoga practice as your breathing practice. And you might begin to notice the pause between the breaths. You might inhale for your count. And notice a slight pause before your body exhales. And at the bottom of the exhale, you might notice a slight pause before you inhale once again. Continue to breathe your balanced breath. Maybe deepen your posture a little bit by adjusting your blocks. You might adjust your blocks and say, no, that's a little bit too deep, and come back out of it. Be gentle with yourself. Let's take 3 more breaths wherever you are. Relaxing the muscles that you don't need here by keeping that right foot engaged, keeping the knee pointing up to the sky. Noticing that you can keep this engagement here in the right leg even as the rest of the body softens. Effort and ease at the same time. And after you find that 3rd breath, we'll remove any supports and we'll come back to a nice tall spine. Or actually, you might want to keep a support, because what I'd like to do, change my mind, is bring that right forearm parallel to the long edge of your mat if you're facing the long edge like I am. And so if the right forearm doesn't come all the way down to the mat here, you can use 1 or 2 blocks in any configuration to keep the arm supported out in front of you. So you might use 1 block, you might use 2 blocks, whatever feels good for you in your body and in your back, your hips. We're going to bring the palm of the left hand to the top of the left thigh. We're just going to turn the gaze over towards the left. Just looking towards your left, just a nice, gentle little twist here. Maybe you're up here, maybe you're on 2 blocks and you're up here. This might be good for some people, right up nice and high like this. But wherever you choose to be, we'll have that left hand on the knee, looking left, twisting here, or perhaps beginning to press a little bit into that left knee and twist a little more, drawing the left shoulder back and away from the left ear. Drawing the shoulder blade towards the center of the back as you press the right forearm onto the mat or your block. Nice gentle twist here, whatever depth or intensity feels good to you right now. We'll take 1 more inhale here. Exhale to unwind and come back to center.
Inhale that nice tall spine. And as you exhale, once again, walk your hands up towards the center. And we'll just bring the sole of the left foot and the sole of the right foot to the mat. We'll bring the palms out behind, draw the shoulders back, and just windshield wiper those knees gently from side to side once again. Just work that out a little bit, loosen up those hips. And then we'll do the same thing on the opposite side. So butterfly on the right side, wide-legged forward or wide-legged stance on the left leg. Have your blocks nearby once again. We'll inhale those arms alongside the ears, get tall in the spine. Exhale, hinging forward at the hips. Inhale a little bit more length. Exhale, release the fingers down to the mat. And you choose your adventure here. You might stay right here. Maybe you're here. Maybe you're here. Maybe you're down with the forearms on the mat. Whatever feels good in your hips and your shoulders. Keep that chin tucked to keep your neck nice and long though. And if it feels good to you to round the spine, go ahead and let the chin come towards the chest. Bring your supports on whatever setting works best for you. Turn those palms up, forearms alongside the supports. Flex left foot, soften the rest of the body. And breathe your balanced breath. Keep that chin tucked, head supported on your blocks. Invite the breath deep into the belly, deep into the pelvis, expanding, softening. Wherever you are, we'll find 3 more full breaths. And then inhale, draw the heart forward, bring straight spine up once again. And then we'll take that left forearm to your blocks on any height or down to the mat, whatever works for you. And we'll bring the right palm to the top of the right thigh. And we'll just twist gently and look over towards the right. This might be quite enough right here or up a little bit higher. If you want to deepen the twist a little bit more, begin to draw the right shoulder back and down. Draw the right elbow back and down. Press into the top of the right thigh and begin to twist the gaze back any amount more towards your right. Keep that left foot engaged. Keep your balanced breathing going. One more full breath here. One more inhale. And as you exhale, release the twist, come back to center. Inhale, press yourself up to a tall spine once again. And then exhale to walk those hands back to center, soles of the feet to the earth, knees bent. Bring those hands behind you to support your spine and windshield wiper your knees from side to side. And then we're going to build a little support. So get all your blankets and blocks and pillows and everything you have, because everybody's going to enjoy this in a little different setup. So I have lots of yoga paraphernalia, so I could build myself quite a support. But what I would like you to do is take a couple of pillows or a pillow, folded up blanket, something like that, across your yoga mat like this. So you might have this random pillow and this random pillow like that. And maybe this is enough for you right here. Maybe you've got another pillow or perhaps a block. You might be able to lean right here. So ideally, if I was in a yoga studio, I would take, and I apologize, but I'm going to show you and in fact, I can't even do like I would do at my yoga studio where I practice, because I only have one of these fancy yoga blankets here at home. So I would put 2 blankets there, but I'm going to put a blanket and a pillow. And then I would take a bolster and put it across just like that, so that it's lengthwise and diagonal to the surface of your mat. So if you can build something like this, like a big bed pillow, regular size bed pillow would be great in place of the bolster. If you have a yoga block and you want to lift that up a little higher, just get creative, improvise, tap into your right brain, see what you can come up with. And once you've built your little ramp here, we're going to sit right in front of it with the tailbone right up towards the back. And you can have your legs in butterfly position or cross leg, or soles of the feet on the floor, knees bent or straight out, whatever makes sense in your hips today. I'm just going to have my legs cross-legged for now. And then take your fingertips on either side of your hips and walk the palms down, and then the forearms, and then the middle back, and then the upper back, and then the head. And as you can see, my head is supported here. And from here, depending on what's going on in your chest, in your belly, you might see if it feels better to turn your palms up towards the sky, or if it feels better to turn the palms down towards the earth. For me, I'm going to turn mine up. But if you have any kind of discomfort in the belly and it feels better to have them turned down, please honor that in your body today. And now that I'm laying here, I think I've decided that I'm going to bring my feet to the mat and walk them out a little wider than hip width so that my knees can rest on one another in constructive rest pose. So find what feels good to you. Build your ramp to support your body so that the front of the body can be open as much as it wants to be today. And so that the whole body can relax. And after you find that posture, revisit your breath again. In all of our building, we probably forgot about it. So let's bring our attention back to the breath. Bring your attention back, as they say, where attention goes, energy flows. So whatever you focus on, wherever you're attentive, it's where most of your energy is going to go. So let's just bring our attention, our energy to our breath. which interestingly in yoga is called prana, little p. But that life force, that energy, that chi that's inside us all is called prana, big T, big P, excuse me. Same word for the breath and that energetic spirit. So invite your breath as if it was your spirit. Letting it gently, softly invigorate you, calm you, restore you. Relax your hands. Let your arms be heavy. Let your collarbones just float gently away from each other. Relax your jaw, the muscles of your face. Let your eyes soften and be heavy. Notice your forehead begin to smooth out as you bring your attention there. Invite that breath deep down into the belly, into the pelvis, filling the whole pelvic region. Expanding the low back, the ribs. Let your feet be soft and heavy. Relax your ankles, your shins and your knees and your thighs. Let them all just be supported and soft and relaxed. Feel the support beneath your back, under your sit bones. Soften and relax and just surrender here. Trusting fully that the earth is holding you. Let's find 10 full breaths together, that nice, soft, balanced breath. Noticing the pauses in between the breaths. Continuing to soften and relax and invite heaviness to the body. Anytime your thoughts wander away, just gently invite your attention back to the breath and the softening of your body. Notice any places where you've re-engaged your muscles, any places of tension, and again, invite them to soften and release. Let yourself be heavy here. Let yourself take up this space. Be fully present for yourself. Holding this safe space for yourself. Maybe as you're here, you might begin to bring to mind something that you appreciate today. Maybe it was your relationship, your job, your furry family member. Maybe it was your warm bed or your your hot shower, or your cup of tea, just something that you appreciated in your day today. Maybe something big, maybe something small, but it's all good, right? Just something that made you feel good. And let yourself feel that sensation of pleasure, of caring for yourself. Let's take a big inhale through the nose, and as you exhale, let it go from the nose or the mouth in a big sigh. And then let's do that 2 more times. Begin to find some gentle movement, maybe wiggling toes and fingers. Rotate wrists and ankles. Maybe stretch out. You might press to get out of this posture one of 2 ways. You can come out the way you came in, tuck your chin, press into your forearms and then your palms and push yourself up that way. Or you can simply roll off the whole thing to one side and press yourself up to a tall seat. Find your comfortable seat here. Find your tall spine. Let's lift those palms up towards the sky and bring them together overhead. Invite them down to meet your heart. And invite the chin to the chest. Once again, the Shanti mantra, Loka Samasta Sukhi no Bhavantu. May all beings everywhere be happy and free. And may our thoughts, words, deeds, and actions contribute to that in some way. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om peace, peace, peace.